morning, everybody. I know, I said I was going to bring a baby next time I came in, and I was going to bring one with me this morning, but it is really hot in my area. In fact, it's hotter here than it was in Florida, if you can believe that. Today is supposed to be, and I think my husband said in the 80s, but the humidity is going to be so intense that it's going to feel like it's 95 degrees out. So it's going to be another scorching day. I was told that the temperature got close to 100 while I was away at the doll show, and that's kind of rare for our area. Our humidity here is a lot of times really high, so we get real field temperatures are much more intense than they advertise them to be, and that sort of thing. So I escaped all that heat. So in Florida, it was really nice. There were actually both days during the doll show, it stormed for a portion of the day. It rained like in bucketsfuls, downpoured, and it was made things cool off, which was cool, because it's always nice to have the rain cool things off. But the doll show was really nice. The hotel was amazing. It was a very fancy hotel. It was the Marriott World Center, Orlando World Center, and we were at Disney's back door step pretty much. So you can imagine if you're familiar with Disney, you can imagine the cost of things too. It was expensive to be in that hotel. The food there was really costly and all of that. So not something I was totally prepared for, because I only took a certain amount of cash with me, and luckily I had enough cash, but I was not able to do anything else. I couldn't bring souvenirs home for the family or anything like that, so it was just survive, I guess. And unlike a lot of hotels, there was no complimentary breakfast or anything with your stay. Everything was pretty much on your own kind of thing. But they had a beautiful pool, and the hot tubs were fabulous. I mean, I got in the pool twice, and we got in the hot tubs twice. Because it was a little on the cooler side. We went night swimming for the most part, because it rained, and we were at the doll show during the day. So. But it was a lot of fun. I got to connect with a lot of people that I knew. I missed some people that I thought I was going to connect with, and I'm not sure what happened there. There were, the doll show was not real huge. I mean, I don't know exactly what I was expecting, but there were probably maybe 4 or 5 rows of booths, and the doll show itself didn't take up the entire conference room. There were a good portion of the room set up with tables and stuff. It might have been where they had the banquet. I didn't go to the banquet, and I didn't go to the baby shower. I didn't participate in the extra functions. I was mainly just going there for the doll show. I'm trying to explore different art styles, and maybe try to find someone who paints, that kind of thing. So that was my mission. So I didn't buy anything at this show, which in some ways was kind of a bummer, but I don't need anything. I really don't. My house is full, especially my nursery. It's bursting at the seams. So there's that. But yeah, the show was really nice. I don't know if, I don't want to sound mean. It didn't meet my expectations in some ways, because I thought, I don't know, when I thought a doll show, I was thinking it was going to be this grand, huge thing. And maybe the Rose is really huge and this one's not. I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to. But the dolls that I saw there were really nice. They had beautiful stuffed animals, like handmade, hand-sewed stuffed animals. And those were beautiful. And there were some really beautiful dolls there too. There was some silicone there. Well, there was a lot of silicone there. Not as much as I was expecting, I think, though. There was less there than I thought. I thought this was going to be a show that had more silicone dolls and less reborns. And it was kind of maybe an even mix. So that wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But regardless, a lot of the dolls were really beautiful. The lighting in the show was really bad. I would, encourage future artists to, if you're going to take your dolls there, that you take lighting that you would take to take your photos of your dolls and stuff like that, because the lighting was terrible. In fact, I met some new people at the show, and my mom and I passed them, and they were looking at this one booth, and the lady was allowing them to take the dolls out into the lobby area so they could see them better. The lighting was really nice out there. Maybe they should have the doll show out there. It was big enough. But it was, it was really hard to see the details of the dolls that were there. And there was one lady there just selling her collection. She paints dolls, but she was just selling her personal collection, because she had some Bean Babies, and she had a Prince George, a silicone Prince George. I don't remember if that doll is partial or full body, but again, like, the lighting just didn't showcase them the way we normally see them in photos and stuff, and when we see it with the naked eye too, in nicer lighting. So the dolls looked kind of washed out in a way, or just dull. And I took photos, and I put photos on Facebook, and I did put as many on Instagram, but I did put mainly the photos on Facebook. And you can see them from there. They're just not as spectacular as they would be if the lighting were nicer. But the most important thing that I had happen during the doll show is I got to connect with people that I consider, friends of mine. We're fairly new friends as far as that goes, because I don't get to talk to those people all the time, but we have sort of an ongoing friendship through social media, mainly because we're states away. But yeah, I got to hang out with them, and I got to meet Claire Taylor, which I was super excited about. My mom was like, "Oh my gosh, you're like a fool." I said, "I know." I said, with her, I was a little starstruck, because Claire Taylor is like my #1 silicone artist. I've seen other silicone artists work, and some of them are really beautiful. I don't want to downplay anybody, but to me personally, Claire Taylor is the best one out of all of them. Her painting style, her sculpting style, her rooting style, I mean, everything from top to bottom, she's the best of the best, I think. So I was really excited to meet her. I met Bonnie Brown, again, like another favorite vinyl doll sculptor, and it was fun to meet her. She's really nice. I saw Laura Tizia Ross again, and I said hello to her. I met Susan Gibbs. Susan Gibbs makes those beautiful bags. She also makes some outfits too, and she paints both vinyl and silicone, I believe. I mean, she's sort of the whole package. I mean, she does it all. She's a really sweet lady. I met her, and Lorna Miller Sands was there too, but I didn't meet her. She was talking to people when I got to her booth, and she had some really big babies. I don't know, they couldn't have been full body silicones because they were really big, and I can't imagine that that would be so heavy to try and lift a baby that size. But she had those, and she had like a cute little I'm pretty sure this one was a full body. He reminded me of sort of an American Indian little boy. He had straight jet black hair, and he just had that look of an American Indian to me. Or maybe like a potentially an Asian. The skin was pale looking, like Asian skin. But the hair and stuff reminded me of an American Indian, so, or an Eskimo even. I don't know if Eskimo is the right term, but you know, that's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah, that one was really cute, and she had some other babies there too, and I don't recall. I'm not familiar as much with her sculpts as I used to be. I had a Naya, the only one that was asleep from her, and yeah, I used to want another sculpt that she had out, and I don't even recall the name of that now. But anyway, her sculpting style and silicone is just way different than what I collect now. So I enjoyed seeing them, but you know, as far as bringing them home, I wasn't interested in that level. But she has some really nice. The dolls were nice. She's just not part of my collecting style anymore. And Laura Tizia Ross had her new sculpts there too, and they were just adorable. I think when I was talking to her, she said that the one found a home already. It was one that she, I think, posted on her Facebook page for people to throw bids at her. It was kind of like a silent auction maybe type of thing that she did just for the show or something like that. So yeah, that happened, and it was a lot of fun. My mom and I had a blast. I mainly had more fun connecting with the people. I love seeing dolls, but I'm more like connecting with people is more fun to me in a lot of ways. So it was great. It really was great. And I really don't sound that excited. I'm tired too. We had a long journey. Our train ride was over 24 hours. So we were stuck on a train for over a day. And I don't know, it was just, the train ride was way better than a bus in a lot of ways. But in some ways, the bus was better. Because the train, when a train is running smooth on the tracks, it's great. But when it hits bumps or something on the tracks and the cars feel like they're about to jump off the tracks, that's not so fun. It's almost like scare you out of your skin kind of thing. Like, you know, you're trying to sleep and this train is bouncing all over the place and you don't know if you're gonna live or die. Like, it's just this crazy roller coaster ride. But yeah, I was like, couldn't wait to get off that thing. And I like roller coasters and stuff. In fact, I ride them. I don't know, I think because they're fast and they're quick, you get it over with, and it's like this thrill. This was a thrill for an entire day. Morning, noon, and night. So it was like, oh my gosh, it felt like you were on a roller coaster the whole time. And not a smooth steel roller coaster, those awful rickety wooden ones that beat the crap out of you. So that's how I felt on the train. My mom was the same way. She was like, "Oh man, this is rough," from what she remembered. She remembered the train being really a nice ride, and I think the difference may be that what she rode years ago, maybe the tracks were, not as well traveled on as they are now. So I don't know. Just like our roads, the more we travel on them, they, go bad over time. Maybe the tracks are like that too. I don't know, but whew, that was an experience, let me tell you. I would probably take a train again on a shorter trip, because it wasn't that bad to be on while you're wide awake and, just enjoying the day. But when you're trying to sleep, oh my word, it was just, whew, crazy. And then there's these trains that are called the express trains, and they go over 100 miles an hour. And I can't imagine going that fast on those rickety rails. Like, oh, I mean, your guts would turn right inside out. It's like, man. So, anyway, yeah, I'll get off that subject. But we're definitely thinking about if we go again, hopefully I'll be moved down south and I can drive, which is my preference. I like to drive. That's my favorite mode of transportation. Or we're going to suck it up and take the plane. So that'll be, and I would definitely go again. I don't mean to sound like the doll show wasn't great. It was really nice. I didn't know. I think my expectations were much higher than what I saw. I mean, the New Jersey doll show that I went to, even though it wasn't reborns, there was only a couple reborns there. There were a lot more things to look at there than there was at this one. And it was a small thing. But this one was definitely nice. The dolls were more my cup of tea as far as what I like to see, but it just wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like really huge, and it wasn't that expensive to get in the door either, so that was nice that they at least gave us a break there. But it is really foggy out here this morning. You probably can't see it too much in the little bit of window you can see out. But the humidity is coming back down. It rained really hard yesterday. Cleared up enough for the fireworks to go off successfully in the college I work for. They do a wonderful display. In fact, it's one of the best in the country, I think. It's up there. I know that. They choreograph. Wait, is that the right thing I want to say? They time the fireworks to go off with the music that is played during the show. So it's really nice for that. I didn't go this year. Callie went with her boyfriend, and I didn't get a chance to talk to her because she was running late last night, trying to get out of the traffic that was, after the show. So she got in a little past curfew. Naughty. But she did call me and tell me. She said, she's like, I don't know what to do. I said, well, there's nothing you can do. You just have to, get through it and get home as soon as you can. But I said, be careful, because there's going to be a lot of traffic on the road. But Goldie and I sat in our living room and listened to bangs all around us. There were people setting off fireworks all around us in our town. My husband was very annoyed because he was trying to sleep and all this banging was going off. And I said, well, thank goodness it's just for one night. Put some earplugs in or something. I don't know what to tell him. It's like, I can't go out and stop him. He was really annoyed. He was like, what is going on? We watched the Macy's firework 4th of July, something like that on TV. I don't know. I've never seen it before. If I have, I don't remember. But it was nice. They had Kelly Clarkson singing or performing. They had some country stars performing. I'm not a big country fan, so I don't remember their names right now. Trace Brown is coming to mind, but I don't know if that's right. Don't quote me on that. But the fireworks that they did in New York City were really nice. They had like at least 4 different rows of fireworks going off at the same time, and it was cool. Really cool. That would have been nice to be there. Some of you that live out that way, I hope you caught it in some way, because that would have been cool to see. I'm sure it was loud too, because I know when I go to the university for their display, it is super loud. The show they put off. So, anywho. So yeah, I wanted to say hi. I know it's been, my channel is very wishy-washy when I come on and everything, and I do apologize for that. I appreciate each and every one of you staying around and, you know, viewing my videos when I do post. I don't know what to say. I can't seem to get back into the swing of things as far as, you know, getting on a regular schedule. And it mainly has a lot to do with the house, you know, working on the house all the time. My mom's working on her own house. She's has decided that she is going to move with us. So, I don't know if I said that before. I think she was sort of up in the air about it, and I was very frustrated about it because my mom's diabetic, and she has a lot of other problems too, aside from that. And I just feel like she should not stay behind, because at some point she's going to start to have trouble getting around and doing things for herself. So, and there's no other family in the area, not close by anyway. And the ones that are older than her, and they have problems too. So it's like, she's not going to get anywhere with that. So she pretty much needs to be with us. So anyway, but I'm going to let you guys go. I've been really rambling on these videos for quite a bit lately. But thank you for staying if you did. If you didn't, I'll catch you next time. You didn't hear me say that right. But yeah, have a wonderful week. And hopefully I'll be back again sometime this week. I'll try. But yeah. For those of you that I missed at the doll show, I'm so sorry. I wished, if you knew me, I wished you would have came up to me. But I know the walls like were really high. They had like these black curtain walls that separated all the booths, and they were high. So you could have been at one end, and I could have been at the other end, and we just never crossed paths. Or we might have been following each other for all I know too. And it's like, oh, I don't know. I wish there would have been a way to connect. We probably should have shared phone numbers or something, so we could text and be like, are you here? Where are you at? What do you want to, you know, that kind of thing. But I didn't have any of that information. In fact, I didn't have information for the other people that I already knew. I thought I had phone numbers in my phone, and I couldn't find them, so I don't know what happened there. Maybe I never had them and thought I did. I don't know. But anyway, it was crazy. But yeah, I hope someday that you go again and I get to meet you. I hope to go again too. I think it was nice, and I'll get to see maybe different artists that, you know, the next time, and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, have a wonderful week if I don't see you. But if I do, yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. And yeah, I'm definitely trying to bring a baby into the picture. I know my channel's supposed to be about my dolls, and not me necessarily. It's been pretty much about me lately, and I hope to change that back soon for you all. Alright, have a wonderful one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.